Hello everyone. Welcome back to NeoLearn. Dear friends, let us discuss Oru Manushyan written by Waiko Muhammad Bashir. Waiko Muhammad Bashir was an Indian writer who wrote in Malayalam language. He was a writer, humanist, freedom fighter, novelist, and short story writer. His down-to-earth style of writing made him very popular in the literature world of India. His stories have been translated into English and various other Indian languages. He was honorary fellow of the Sahitya Academy in the year 1970. He was the recipient of the Central Sahitya Academy Award and Padma Shri in the year 1982. Oru Manushan by Waiko Muhammad Bashir is one of the pathetic story about humanity. It narrates a story about the transformation in a person in a critical juncture. The writer shows us how even a thief can transform into a human individual under circumstances. The story lays stress on the true manifestation of human values. Kindness is a virtue that moves even a heart that seems stone hard. Oral Manishan begins with a description of place and people through first person narration. The narrator stayed in a big city in the valley of a mountain, some 1,500 miles away from his home. The inhabitants there were very cruel. Murder, robbery, pickpocketing were daily occurrences there. But by tradition, the people were professional soldiers. Some of them went to distant places and lent money on interest. Many others served as watchmen in the banks, mills, and large commercial establishments in the big cities. Money was highly valued by them, and they would do anything for it. The narrator stayed in that city teaching English to some migrant laborers. He taught them how to write addresses in English. His routine would begin at 4 p.m. He says that this was to save the expense of drinking of his morning tea and eating the noon meal. Then he would finish his daily course and step out for his tea and a meal. He would teach the migrant laborers from 9 till 9:30 till the 11 in the night. One day, narrator got up at 4 p.m. as usual, finished his daily course, and walked out for his tea and a meal. He was in a suit. He had 14 rupees in his wallet as his life's saving. He then entered a crowded restaurant and ate a full meal consisting of chapatis and meat curry. He drank tea as well. The bill came to 11 annas. When he checked his pocket to pay, the wallet was not there. His wallet and his pocket was picked. He tried to explain it to the owner of the restaurant, but he did not believe in it. He threatened to gouge his eyes out. He then asked the narrator to take off his dress. First, he told him to take off his coat, then shirt, shoes, and then the trousers as well. It was really embarrassing for him. The narrator said he had nothing underneath, but the people, everyone started laughing and repeating something must be there underneath. Then he started unbuttoning because there was not at all anything left for him to do. Exactly then, a surprise. There was a man who told he heard a voice, "Stop, I shall pay the money." And when the narrator turned towards him, there stood a fair complexioned man, 6 feet tall, with a red turban and a white trousers. He sported a handlebar mustache and had blue eyes. Then he came in front and paid the amount, told the narrator to put on his shirt and other clothes. The narrator thanked him and asked him for his name. He replied that he had no name, but he was equal to God for the narrator. Then he calls him as mercy. Then he took him to a deserted bridge and took out 5 wallets from his various pockets. One of them belonged to the narrator. The money was intact. The narrator went on asking him some questions, but he did not answer at all. The man went on after wishing him a good future. The narrator was dumbfounded because the person who saved him was a pickpocketer. This saved him in the ocean of confusion. The story ends us with a moral that every human being is a victim of circumstances, but there is a chance to transformation in the every stage of life.